Naim, Lynn.
Shopping with $10 in the city.
Women are not funny.
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
You a big fan of whatever that team is?
Yeah, it's the Lakers.
Hey, I'm Armenian, okay? So I don't know this
Wait,
stuff, but...
you live in LA though, right?
Okay, I know everything about Lakers. Yes, Lakers, go Lakers. Tell me the day that you decided to do comedy.
I was on my college campus and I saw this guy used to do these talent shows called Baptism by Fire. I said, look, next time you have a show, let me know like a month in advance so I can prepare a routine. I asked if I could use that platform to try stand-up.
And how did it go?
It was great. I got to stand to know.
After you did it, you were like kind of like, whoa, this is it, yeah?
I was like, I'm the next one. And then I had a show a month later and I bombed and I quit.
For how long did you quit?
Like 6 months.
Man, don't quit, cause you can get it lit, take your chances. Woo! Then we your punchlines, rule the crowd with the jokes that land. Hashtag, yeah, you know where you stand.
One thing that you hate about comedy.
I don't hate anything about comedy itself. What I hate about being a comedian is that people expect you to be funny all the time. People say shit like, how you a comedian and you can't take a joke? And I tell people all the time, we don't take jokes, we tell jokes. One of the reasons why we're comedians is probably because we have some type of trauma and we're sensitive already. So that's why we get up there and we're vulnerable and the crowd relates to us and everything, but we don't take jokes, we tell them. People just think you're supposed to be funny all the time. Oh, you're serious for a comedian?
Tell me a joke, like what?
Yeah.
What?
I'm like, well, what do you think a comedian is like off stage? Don't confuse a comedian
I think
with
we
a clown.
just be sitting and laughing like
Yeah. Nah, I mean, when you have to be funny on command, like for a living.
It's forced, yeah?
Yeah, then you don't feel like being funny. I don't feel like being funny no time other than that, really. I'm just like, I'm chill.
Super serious, like,
I'm not even super serious. I'm just chill. I'm just
not
laid
trying
back.
to make anything.
Yeah, if something funny happens, it happens. If somebody brings that out of me, then fine. When I drink, then I'm a little bit more talkative and friendly, and you know, you might get a couple laughs out of me then. But other than that, I don't give a shit.
Fuck you if you expect me all the time to be funny. I am a person too.
So let's go a little bit deeper on the dirty part of it, you know, like the trauma. We're all like half kind of suicidal, but Naim not so much because he already got a house and a couple of cars, but me a little more. Like, let's share a little bit of traumas and cry a little bit.
I think my biggest trauma in life was when I was in college. I had really bad skin and I had acne and eczema at the same time. And that made me super insecure and that had lasting effect. Being a comedian helped me get over that and overcome it because I was able to talk about it on stage. It doesn't have an effect on me anymore, but it was major trauma.
People gonna come out, oh, his dad died in a car accident when he was 5. Hey, everybody's problems are different. Somebody just had acne. What's up? Like,
It wasn't just acne. It was,
I know.
it
was not just acne. It was
bad acne.
quite some acne. Who is the king of comedy for you?
Me.
Well, you gotta put yourself first.
You want to know who's second? I can tell you who's second.
Yeah, tell me.
Dave Chappelle.
Oh, okay.
Dave Chappelle is the GOAT. I'm nowhere near his level, but we think a lot alike. And a lot of times he has material and I'm like, oh, I thought about something like that, or I have a similar premise or something. But the way he executes it is just like what I aspire to do and be. And also, Dave Chappelle is free, so he's allowed to talk about whatever he wants to talk about. He doesn't have to worry about losing money, endorsements, and shit like that. But he has this cult following. So no matter how many people get upset at the things he says, specifically about like the trans shit, like Trump. He's like Trump of comedy.
But he's not the president. That's the only difference. So he can't get away with it all the time.
No, yes, he can.
He can, huh?
That's my point because he doesn't work for anyone. A lot of comics can't say what they really want to say because they have a movie, a TV show, they're attached to something or someone that if they say certain things, they get fired. Dave doesn't work for anybody. So he can say whatever the fuck he wants to say. He's going to continue to sell out. The only way he'd be fucked is if like Live Nation or somebody or the people that own these theaters like, no, we don't want him performing here. That's the only way. And then he has a fucking stage in his backyard, so he can just perform at home if he wants to. And he has his own comedy club.
He don't need no spots. He's cool. He don't care.
He don't need shit.
You know, one time that I met him, it was actually in the Comedy Store. I bought 2 tickets. It was Netflix, a joke. And Dave Chappelle dropped in. And he started doing his stuff and all that, and he's like asking audience questions, and he goes, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "From Armenia." He's like Kardashians. I'm like, "Nah, everything is real." He stand up, he's like, "You cannot be funnier than me." I'm like, "No, ain't nobody funnier than you, chill." But yeah, he started bombing all the way. It just kind of started kind of weird for him, but he was bombing. But even the greats can bomb. Come on.
In his defense, he goes on stage, he lights a cigarette, and he just talks. He's figuring things out. That's how he puts a set together.
His vibe, huh? Yeah, it's like just chilling.
He puts a set together by just talking and letting things come to his mind. Sometimes he don't have material. He just gets on stage. Now, the good thing about someone like him is people are so excited to see him that they're actually going to listen through the gibberish.
Whatever he's saying.
Now, me, a person that they don't know, I have 30 seconds to be funny and to win them over, or then it's going to go downhill. So I aspire to be in that position to where I can just get on stage and talk and kind of figure things out.
Mark Twain Award for Kevin Hart. When you were up there, weren't you like, "Fuck this guy, he's clearly shorter than me, why is it him?"
Only thing I said about him being short was I said, people call him industry plant, he can't be a plant because plants grow.
Maybe he will actually grow an inch or two, you don't know.
Maybe.
He got all of this that he got. He can pray for a couple more inches. Come on, like, you can do it.
If he got taller, then he wouldn't be as appealing. They like the funny short guy. If he came out tomorrow and he's like 6 feet, I'm like, this dude looks
he's like too good looking now.
It would be weird if he were taller. I'm not saying that his height has anything to do with his success. Of course not. He's just funny. The whole persona. And a lot of his material over the years has been self-deprecating, and he talks about being small and his height and all that stuff. So these are things that made people love him.
I mean, who doesn't love him? But if he was taller, he would be probably Kevin Hartfeld or something. Hartfield, because now it's Hart. Okay, it makes sense. But if he's taller, it's got to be longer last name.
Hartfield.
Hartfield. The biggest lesson you learn doing comedy?
You're going to hear no over and over again. There's few people that have, become instant stars, the Eddie Murphys. And even Kevin, it took him a long time before he really started to ascend. You have to have tough skin. You have to be resilient, and if you continue to do the work, then the opportunities will come. There's a lot of people that are really good and really funny, and they wonder why they've never gotten the opportunities because they're not putting in the work. I know guys that have been doing the same routine for 30 years. They've mastered this shit, and wherever they go, people laugh. But when people find you funny, they do their research. Just like you saw my set, and he's like, "Oh, let me go see more stuff from this guy." And you were able to find set after set, a whole bunch of different stuff. If you're doing the same routine and somebody's like, this is great, this dude's great, let me find some more stuff on him. And you go on YouTube and all you see is the same routine 5 different times, you're like, oh, I see why he's not known. Not putting the work in.
Honestly, personally, I don't even have a joke like that way. I just go and I just talk. So I like to think of myself as a public speaker. Like, I'm just out there just talking.
If it works for you, then do it.
Yeah.
I would never recommend that shit to anybody. I know a lot of comedians are blown up off of crowd work right now, but crowd work is different. You find somebody in the audience, you talk to them, you make jokes with them, back and forth conversation. And just having a conversation with someone, you'll find the funny in there. As far as like really just getting on stage, not doing crowd work and just getting up there and talking, that's what D-Ray does. He has routine too, but when he does that shit, there's not a laugh after everything he says.
No.
So it may be like a laugh here, then he'll say 3 more things he's talking, and then a laugh is gonna come. He just really, he mastered that, but you also have to have a different level of confidence to do that. Not many people can do it, but if you can do it, I always say, do what works for you. That shit don't work for me. I'll get on stage, I'm an old school comic. I got a routine, I got my bits, I got things I wanna work on, I got premises, and I'm gonna go up there and figure it out. If a joke works, and if people are laughing, then I can kind of ad-lib the rest of it, because laughter doesn't come to a screeching halt. You know, so if I tell a new joke and there's a big laugh, then I can kind of play with it, try to bring more out of the joke.
I think it's gonna kill me if I keep writing. Not my vibe.
You don't have to write out your whole bit. Just get premises, and then once you have a premise, you get on stage and just talk about it.
I like that. Like you have certain thing that's even a little bit more polite version of what I'm doing. Not polite, but like thoughtful.
What you're talking about doing, you have to have a great memory, because if you say something that works, if nobody's there to write it down or you're not recording it, then how do you remember it for the next time?
One time I wrote this set that I was like, wow, I love this. Like it was so juicy for me, like it was good. And then I went and I bombed like terribly on the improv stage. They had this showcase thing going on. And that was it. The next time I just had premises and I went on the same stage like 2 weeks later and I killed it.
At least have those premises jotted down so that you can do it again the next time you're on stage. You'll never build a set if you don't continue to use those jokes that worked. And then if they work, then you can do them again and make them better and better.
I get you.
Yeah.
And that's smarter. Take it from the better ones. Better ones. Take it from the great. I didn't want it to say great. I was like, I'm not gonna give it to him.
Let's talk about sex. It is my flex, but I ain't gonna fuck my ex.
If you could fuck any of this woman 3 times a day, which one would it be? A, Britney Spears. B, Caitlyn Jenner. C, Kim Kardashian, and D, Tiffany Haddish.
Does it have to be 3 times a day?
Well, you could do like one,
I don't want to
two.
fuck 3 times a day.
Or there's a nice guy. He will fuck you only once.
Yeah. Out of these women, it would have to be Kim Kardashian, because Tiffany Haddish is actually a friend. So even if I wanted to, I couldn't say her, but I don't want to. We're just friends. So Kardashian.
Okay, here. Sorry. Put me me.
I would still say I would still say Kim Kardashian.
I'm fucking with Kim Kardashian. Like, who am I? Look at me. What? I ain't got those.
I feel like you'd be annoying after sex.
Yeah, I'm so annoyed. I'd be smoking like packs and like, fuck this shit. He don't know what he's doing whatsoever.
Yeah.
These guys ain't shit.
Yeah.
I would fuck Kim K too. Like, fuck everybody. Like, seriously. Men are dumb. Not you, but I stole your joke. Not you, but the guys outside.
Right.
Tell me a thing in the modern day society that bothers you the most.
It's very weird here in our country right now because people get canceled for everything. Meanwhile, our president says anything. It's a very weird space to be in. As cancel culture grew, Donald Trump came in and was the complete opposite of that. And he also really empowers people to be who they are, which is, you know, racist. A lot of people are racist because of the empowerment of him. And it just caused a lot of problems in our society. He's the only one that can say and do anything he wants. I would say that's my biggest problem with today.
You can say pet peeve.
No, my pet peeve.
I don't even know the translation of that.
Well, so a pet peeve is something that you just hate when someone does this certain thing, like people flaking, not respecting your time.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I was going to be 10 minutes
I'm
late.
like, text me.
Right.
And then he texted me.
I respect your time enough to let you know that I'm running late. So one of my huge pet peeves is people that do not respect or value my time.
Thank you, Jesus. Naim came on time. Yeah, He keeps up his word.
Does stand-up feel still like, wow, I'm still enjoying it? Or at any point, does it feel like I'm doing it just to do it?
I'm still passionate about it.
Yeah.
The creative process is the best part for me. When I have a new bit and I go try it out and it works, like that's a euphoric feeling. And then every time after that I'm on stage, I can't wait to tell that new joke. But you know, you go on tour for 2 years and you're doing the same material over and over again, and you can't really expand because you have a certain amount of time you're limited to on stage. So the redundancy of that gets boring at times. But the creating process is always my favorite part.
As a person with experience, as a person with knowledge, because people are watching, what do you think is like the best advice, your secret ingredient where you could say, this is the path to success?
Content is the way these days.
Yeah.
Even if your content is bullshit, if you can post 3-4 times a day, then you'll build up your following. The trick to actually getting people at your shows is by either having a whole lot of followers or consistently posting stand-up stuff. So yeah, that would be my advice.
You guys are not gonna make it. This is LA. Everybody knows somebody. You don't got no uncle who knows the guy and the guy that knows the guy.
At the end of the day, you really have to build your own fan base regardless of who you're attached to. You may get a little bit more eyes on you, but you got to do the work.
Well, for a lazy people like me, it means you either gonna make it on YouTube, but not in comedy. I don't know. I don't want to say those words. I think I already made it.
What are you passionate about? What do you really want to do?
I'm passionate about this. I want to talk to people and show them how awesome I am. What?
I say, what do you really want to do?
Improv. I just love talking whatever the fuck I want and just expressing myself. And if I can make money while doing that, sure. If I can make money being in a movie, sure. In a TV show, sure.
You just want money.
I love money. I love the taste of it. Everything else is, I think, just a little bit...
Well, once you start making money, you'll realize how important it's not. It's important to survive, but it doesn't make you happy. So you got to find something that you're passionate about.
This is it. All of it is what I enjoy doing.
You have a quirky little thing which you like, Tom Green type.
Yeah,
Sasha
like
Cohen, Tom Green, like...
Well, why you compare me to dudes? I'm a chick.
I haven't seen a woman that you remind me of.
That answers it.
Yeah, those are good people to be compared to. They're kind of weird and quirky, and they became very successful.
Do you think women are funny?
No.
You see how these men are?
There are funny women comedians, and there are funny women in the world. But as a whole, no. Women are not funny.
What made you think so?
Because y'all think y'all are funny. You say shit that piss men off all the time, and it's always horrible timing. No, this is not the time to be funny.
But comedian women are funny or no?
No, there's plenty of women comedians that are funny. I'm talking about women,
In
period.
general, have no sense of humor whatsoever. Period.
Women are not funny. I just said that women are not funny. I'm making a joke. If there's women that look at this and don't laugh, it proves my point. Because if you had a sense of humor, you'd be like, whatever, I bet I can make them laugh. That's what you would think. But if you take it personally, you're like, fuck him, he's a fucking pig. So then you're not funny.
Your fat mama ain't funny and you know it.
There's a lot of dumb bitches out there.
A lot of dumb bitches out there. I agree with you.
But as a whole, women are extremely bright. You're great debaters. You make the earth go round. And I love women. You're just not funny.
You can't have everything. You can't have pussy and brains.
Exactly. But no, wait.
This is a little bit too hard.
You can have pussy and brains. You can't have pussy, brains,
And sexy brains.
and a sense of humor.
What about me? You might not know me that well, but I think I got it all.
But is your pussy good and is your brain good?
You'll see. Do you think you can make a dumb bitch funny by putting her to do comedy every day for a few hours in a day for a certain period of time? Do you think she can get funny or not?
If she's dumb, no.
Not too dumb.
It's just another profession. If you do the reps, you put the work in, then you can be good at anything. I believe that. If you have half a brain. If you have half a brain, you can be a good actor, you can be a good comedian, and you may need more coaching than others, but you have to really do the work, put the reps in, and challenge yourself. There's a lot of people that will never get better because they're addicted to killing, addicted to success. They're afraid to have a bad set. They won't try the new shit. They won't step out and do something different.
Try to have less prejudice because you are a man, but you think men are funnier than women or not necessarily?
I mean, when people talk about the GOATs, there's no woman in that discussion.
You know why?
Why?
Women are just barely, slowly, some 10, 20, 100 years back, they slowly picking up. Women had their rights destroyed all the way through history. They're just starting out to have a voice. Of course they're not going to give them power to think that they're better than men.
Comedy is not something that's been around for hundreds of years. There's less women that do this.
Yes.
So already the odds are in our favor. You know, if comedians, let's say it's 10-1 men, then the odds are going to be in our favor for us to be the best and have the GOATs or whatever.
Yes. With the odds of the number game.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna bitch y'all up. What? What?
I think women are capable of doing many, many things. That women could be great physicians, lawyers, all of that stuff, and they could be great entertainers. I don't like that. I mean, there's some amazing actors that are women, and I feel like they should get paid the same amount. I feel like you should get paid based on the revenue you bring in. It's just like the WNBA. You could be a great athlete, great player, but if you're not bringing in the money, how you gonna get paid?
Your success level, right? How much money you bring in, how much money you worth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like this. I smile, he smile. What do you think is the best way to deal with failure?
The best way to deal with failure is knowing that once something happens, you can't change it. So why are you beating yourself up and dwelling on something that you cannot change? If I was a boxer and I got knocked out, am I going to just cry and mope for the next 6 months? It's over. You got to get back on your horse and keep it moving.
Did you had a moment in life where you were like, I fucked up, I'm not gonna make it, this is it?
As an entertainer?
Could be in your career, could be personally, whatever kind of.
I've fucked up many times in life, especially in my personal life. I always felt like in my career, if I put the work in, then I saw the results. So there was one time recently where I did a self-produced project that I starred in, I wrote it. I was really happy with the outcome, but it didn't get picked up. So that's the first time where I'm like, I did the work and I got no results from it. So that was a little defeating. I had to look at it, just change my perspective and say, something came from my mind to paper to screen. And that was the success right there in itself, that I was able to do this thing.
Yeah, and I also feel like every failure is another step to success. Even the guy that made the light, electricity, Edison,
Thomas Edison? I thought it
whoever
was Ben
did the
Franklin.
electricity, he tried so many hundreds of attempts, then he came up with the fucking electricity. Hey, and look at us now. That's the winner mentality, right? When you take every failure and every success as a stepping stone to all that bright future and success, then you are a winner. Quitters never win and winners never quit. Hey, I forgot who said it, but somebody did. The guy who wrote Rich and Poor. Get rich. Napoleon Hill. Hey, I'm smart, yeah. You like a smart bitch? You read books? Naim?
I do read.
You do, huh? Tell me the book you wrote.
The 2 books I read in the last year, 2 of them were The 4 Agreements and The Miracle Morning, and they were both great.
Miracle Morning. Interesting. 4 Agreements, I heard before about it.
The 4 Agreements is like it's like a holy book. I feel like everybody should read that shit.
All right.
Multiple times too.
They rather you roll another blunt than turn a page or two. Cause perspective, it's harder than the weed you chew. Ha!
I met Naim at Hollywood Improv, one of the D-Ray nights. I introduced myself, and then later he said, oh, you were flirting with me. Oh, you were playing. Oh, you were like, tell me about that.
I mean, you were doing the same shit you're doing right now.
The guys be interpreting it different. First of all, I want to ask you, like,
No. What you're doing is actually flirting.
Flirting. Okay, I'm a flirty type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you like a smart bitch, right? That's
Yeah.
flirting.
But that's my personality. I'm a woman. I gotta get by somehow in life. If I be mean, they not gonna talk to me at all. Do you think it's harder for women, like in comedy, or do you think it's just them flirting too much?
It's just you.
No, you're just putting too much weight on me. I wasn't even
No, a
flirting.
woman can be forward and be like, yo, I think you're great. You're a really good comic. I would like to interview. And that will be received as just someone who is about their business.
Yeah.
You know, but then there's a different energy that may feel flirty.
Or you like me too much. You like me too much. And you wanted to interpret me as like, oh, she was being flirty.
So you said
Like you were the one.
I was projecting.
You were the one flirty, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're like, hey girl.
I don't flirt.
Hey girl.
So.
I don't flirt. I'm too old for that shit. I don't know. What is it? Everybody flirts.
I don't flirt.
Okay, I don't flirt either. What do you think? The business of comedy is trash like every other business? Too much business in comedy these days, or it's always there? You just gotta figure out how to swim in this ocean of.
It's always the same shit. I mean, a lot of people are becoming successful off of just doing their own thing.
Yeah.
They're creating their own machine versus trying to get into this old machine. If you can figure it out, you can make a lot of money these days.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
I'm on my way.
From your mouth to God's ears, I hope that you make all the money and you have all the success that you want. I think you're great.
That went right straight to my heart. I appreciate that. I'm kind of still like in the game of the comedy store, showcase night, whatever, this and that. And a lot of times it's like they know their friends and then they pick them. Same for the improv, all these little comedy nights where they have bookers and whatnot. They know you, they pick you. I don't know when and what and how I'll make it in comedy because I feel like it's too much of that. I have to fight with my teeth to get stage time these days. Like,
Well, you're trying to get on stage at the major clubs, so you have to find those open mic nights, the bar and grills, those places like that, where you can get the stage time that you need so you can work on your shit. So I don't know what those places are these days, but they're out there.
how you started, right? Comedy clubs and little bars and whatnot. I don't know, somebody like, go to Kill Tony, your style is Kill Tony, you would kill at Kill Tony. I'm like, I'll kill Tony.
You know when you're ready. You got to get, first and foremost, you got to get good. And then once you're good, then you can start doing bigger venues.
We got a piece of Naim Lynn tonight, whenever you're watching. Thank you, I appreciate you being here.
No problem.
I am so happy to have you here. His name is Naim.